I'm Sabrina Rodriguez. I am representing my small business. It's called Beaner Cleaner, and I am on the 806er today.
Hey man, say man, what's the play, man? Season 3, you could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me, here with a live guest, something that took my interest yesterday on social media. I'm a small business owner, so to see the plight of another small business owner caught my eye. But for people that don't know, who do we have here today?
I am Sabrina Rodriguez, and I am here to talk about what Indianna Villiage has done to me and my small business.
Okay, so appreciate you coming on, Sabrina. So let's just start from the beginning. So how did your business come into business with Indianna Villiage?
I was contacted by the assistant manager, Josie, because I know her personally, and they told me that they were looking for a new cleaner and if I was interested in the job.
Okay. So then, where did it go from there?
I had originally worked for them in May and I had no problem. I got paid for them in June, and I didn't work for them at all in June. In July, when it was their peak move-in months, they contacted me and asked me if I wanted the job because it hadn't worked out with their last cleaner and that they were unhappy with their last cleaner.
Did they say what?
Just unhappy with her cleanings is all they told me. And I would go into like the apartments and they looked clean and good, but I was still hired to go behind her and clean up after her. And yeah, that's where it started. I took over the last lady.
Okay. So you started cleaning the apartments. And that was fine. I guess where did things go wrong?
I cleaned the apartments all of July, and the full month of July I cleaned. And once the end of the month was coming, I waited till about August 7th, and I still received nothing from them. I messaged them, and that's when they told me it takes a month, it takes 30 days. They continued to tell me that. And that's when Tabitha, the manager, told me that they had cut a check for me. I should be receiving it anytime in the mail, and they continued to book me in August.
I guess before that, I was supposed to ask you, so what were you contracted to do? Or what was the agreement?
I was contracted to just do make-ready cleanings. Basically, what I go in is after they've painted and done the carpets and stuff, I just go in, clean, dust, make it ready to someone literally moves in right after I clean it.
Okay. All right, so how many of those units did you end up doing?
I did almost 40 units.
Wow.
Yeah.
I saw on social media your mom was, not your mom, but your daughter was like, my mom worked all day in the heat to do some units. So how many did you do in that day?
In a day, I did like 6 or 7 units all by myself. I would work from morning to night, and it was during that heat wave. It was super hot. And I'm talking about like they would give me an hour notice before the next person had to move in. They would just give me an hour notice. I would go in there and clean it real quick. So these were not empty, vacant apartments. These were apartments they were leasing out right after I cleaned them.
Okay. All right. So fast forward to the situation. And how was your correspondence? Because when I was actually reporting the story, it was hard for me to put together some evidence because some of the evidence was emails and another piece of evidence were through text. Mm-hmm. Were those with the same person or were those?
The emails were with Moshe Levin, and he is the, I guess, district manager to Ambio Properties. And the text messages were through with Tabitha. Okay. Tabitha was my main source of contact.
Okay. And who's Tabitha?
Tabitha is the manager at Indianna Villiage.
Okay. Oh, so where did it kind of go nasty with you and Tabitha?
Yesterday, I guess, was when it got nasty because she saw the post on Facebook and she told me that I was making nasty posts. And I mean, my post is truthful. It's only to get the truth out. It wasn't even personal towards Tabitha. It wasn't to throw her under the bus. It was simply to get my word out there and to find help.
Oh, okay. So, did you ever deal with Moshe?
Personally, no. I believe he lives like in New Jersey or somewhere. So it was all just correspondence through email. And at the beginning, we did have the very first phone call. And the very first phone call is where like I found out that I wasn't going to be paid at all. He told me that I would eventually get a payment and that I wasn't the only vendor that was owed. If anything, I was the vendor that was owed the least amount. He owed many vendors, and he even offered to show me his bank account that had $0 in it.
Why didn't you take him up on that?
I know, it was the very first phone call, the very first one. You know, I wasn't mentally prepared for anybody to tell me we're not going to pay you. More or less tell me eventually you'll get paid, or there's nothing my business company can do about it.
So is that what he was saying, that you just will not be paying you?
Yeah, that's basically what he told me. He just said eventually we will pay you. And, you know, I threw a lot of threats out there about the social media, about the news and all of that. And when I would do that is when he would respond and be like, okay, you're our top priority. We are going to pay you. But that's been weeks and I still haven't received anything.
So what made you go to social media yesterday?
I had given him a deadline on the 6th of paying me at least my July invoices because I'm in debt and my car got repossessed and all these things. So like I messaged him asking him, hey, at least pay me my July invoices. And he refused at the same time. He said no. So that's when I told him I was going to social media.
And the power of social media.
The power of social media.
Just talk about that a little bit. I've seen the galvanization from other small business owners. I've seen people come to your defense and also just help champion you to this point. Just speak about that.
I just appreciate it because small businesses are the backbone of America. He wouldn't be able to have rented out those apartments without the vendors for the carpet, without the vendors cleaning, without any of those vendors, lawn maintenance, all those people that aren't getting paid. He wouldn't have been able to do his business like that. Like small businesses really do matter. And for him to speak to us and act like we don't, that was the most disrespectful thing. So I just appreciate Lubbock putting us out there, you know, sharing the information, sharing the post, all of that helps. And it's gotten the word out there. We've made the news. We made the 806er. So I pray the next thing is we make a lawyer that will help us, somebody, you know, that will help us, all of us grab our money.
We have a lot of people watching. Let's go ahead and put a little bit of shine on your business. Go ahead and speak about it, everything you do, what do you offer, how can contact you and everything.
My business is a small cleaning business. We clean residential, we clean apartment complexes. We get them ready for a move-in, get them smelling good. My gimmick is I'm a Mexican cleaner, so I use fabuloso and I use all those things. So like that's my gimmick. That's what I go with. I play Mexican music while I'm cleaning, you know. My thing is being a Mexican small business owner, and that's what I stay strong in.
And what's the name of the cleaning company again?
Beaner Cleaner. My name is Sabrina. Growing up, people called me Beaner. So it's just been Beaner Cleaner, and it all goes together, you know.
Beaner Cleaner. How do they find you on Facebook? How do they find you on social media? How do you get in contact?
Y'all can find me on social media. I'm under Aegis Rodri, and yeah, that's all I have is just my social media page.
Okay, I appreciate you coming to sit down. Hopefully, when we look at this back in a week, this will be resolved. I did see the emails or a screenshot yesterday that said they did have the money. Do you believe that was true?
I don't believe that was true. I believe that's a tactic to get me to pull down my social media, and I will not give in until I receive at least the $5,000 that is owed to me.
Thank you for sending that one. It's a great interview.
And I appreciate you having me. Thank you.